It shattered the very image she's been desperately trying to control. This isn't just a messy rumor. This is real-time exposure of a deception so blatant, the internet unraveled it within seconds. She claimed to have a baby. She even posted a picture. But there was just one problem. The baby wasn't hers. The photo wasn't personal. It wasn't even from her family. It was a stock image plucked straight from Google and passed off as her own child. And when the internet caught on, the backlash was immediate. For weeks, Gypsy has been carefully crafting her comeback tour, keeping herself relevant across TikTok, Instagram, and every possible media outlet. Every post, every comment, every calculated move, designed to keep eyes on her. But this time, she crossed a line even her most loyal supporters couldn't ignore. She shared a seemingly heartfelt moment, a baby, her sweet Aurora. It looked like the ultimate redemption arc, the girl who survived a twisted past, now embracing motherhood. Except, the internet doesn't miss a thing. Within moments, online sleuths ran a simple reverse image search. And there it was, the truth. The baby in Gypsy's photo wasn't her own. It wasn't a leaked hospital picture, a private family snapshot, or even a borrowed relative's photo. It was a generic stock image, publicly available for anyone to download. The internet erupted. The betrayal hit hard. This wasn't a small slip-up. It was a deliberate act of deception. Even her strongest defenders struggled to justify it. Was this an innocent mistake? A desperate bid for sympathy? Or something far more calculated? What's clear is that this latest stunt has thrown her entire narrative into question. If she's willing to fake something this personal, what else has she been lying about? One thing's for sure, the internet isn't done digging. And Gypsy's credibility, it might not survive this one.
Baby. I'm okay with showing the face of this baby because this baby is actually on Google. You just do a reverse search and it pops up and it's public. And she says, "My sweet Aurora." Okay.
Oh my God.
And so she uses this picture, which leads us to doing a reverse Google search. That's the picture right there. And it'll lead us to this over here.
Oh yeah. Keisha had on her. I couldn't.
Do we know? Is it like? Are we for sure this is her Lemonade account? Because people think it's not. But
Somebody said it's not.
Yeah, but I don't see any proof that it's not.
Yeah, everything's tied to her. No. And of course, this says the truth. That sure isn't the baby you sent your nanny, and so on and so forth. I think this is all public in the comments over here. People are confused of this post, and then somebody put here. This is where they got the information from. Right here. That's not your baby, and I hope the real mother of this child has you arrested.
This is her photo.
Again, the baby is Google.
Google baby.
Yeah.
Google baby.
And I thought it was Mariah Carey, but it says Mariah or something like that.
The internet loves a redemption arc, but Gypsy Rose Blanchard might have just shattered hers beyond repair. This wasn't just misleading, it was manipulative. A carefully crafted deception designed to stir engagement, control the narrative, and keep the spotlight on her. But when the truth came out, it wasn't just a mistake. It was a full-blown exposure. The internet erupted. Screenshots flooded timelines. Longtime supporters started asking questions they never thought they'd ask. This wasn't a simple mix-up. It was proof that she'd been fabricating a reality that didn't exist. And that left one burning question. Why? Was this an act of damage control? A desperate attempt to stay relevant? Or something even more calculated? One thing is clear. She got caught. And now the conversation has shifted. It's no longer about her fresh start, her marriage, or even her freedom. It's about the pattern. If she could lie about something as significant as her own child, what else has she been dishonest about? The cracks in her perfectly curated image are widening. And this time, there's no dodging the truth. And here's where things take an even messier turn. Gypsy could have stayed quiet, deleted the post, and let the speculation die down. She could have played it off, spun a vague excuse, maybe even redirected the narrative. But instead, the situation spiraled, fast. And the reason her inner circle, her online crew, the ones who rally around her and defend her every move.
A shocking text resurfaces where Ken Erker, Gypsy's baby daddy, said he would unalive for her, then said he was joking. This text is from 2019. I'm not sure who it is to or who it is regarding, but allegedly he feels like somebody is harassing him and his family, and so does the other person on the other end of this text. He writes, I never delete for Gypsy, but LOL, bad joke. And then goes on to say that his father gets a lot of calls saying things like, what kind of crazy son did you raise? And I'm assuming this is in regards to dating Gypsy. Despite being distasteful and incredibly disrespectful to the victim's family, it got me thinking, why?
They're not exactly known for their discretion. They speak before they think, and more important, his closest friends and fiercest defenders, Bree did the unthinkable. She didn't just slip up. She confirmed on a public live stream that the leaked baby photo was in fact Gypsy's real baby. In one reckless moment, the entire facade crumbled. The internet has the receipts, the deception is undeniable, and the question now isn't if Gypsy will address it, but how she'll spin it next.
I don't mean to like pry or anything, but
That's literally Gypsy's baby, not the one that the police is showing, but the other one. The fact that even like I cannot even
see. Okay, so Pete Sands or whoever that is sounds familiar. You know, she's kind of being, you know, she puts Bree in this trap that she falls for every single time. This is Bree. Bree falls for every single trap. That's why you can never trust Bree with information. She screws up every single time. She remember that whole thing when she got caught on camera on the live stream where she told Gypsy to lie to her parole officer.
Yeah.
I mean, she does this over and over. And
So wait a minute. So she's saying
she's confirming that it is the real baby.
she's admitting that baby is fake, basically.
The other one is, but the other one that's on the left side of the thumbnail that's redacted is the real one,
I gotcha.
which is being circulated not only to me but every other creator out there. It's just nobody. There's gonna be someone out there that's just gonna put it out because, you know, they might be anonymous and, you know, we don't support that. You know, I would hate for them to put that baby out there, but there's gonna be someone tomorrow. Guarantee you on TikTok or any other social media platform, they say, "Oh, it's the real baby." Confirm my stupid ass best friend, Gypsy Rose best friend, dumbass Bree over here. Thank you, Bree, you idiot.
Did Gypsy Rose just get exposed by her own friend? One minute, she's curating an illusion, posting a random Google baby to keep people guessing. The next, a real private baby photo is floating around, one that was never supposed to see the light of day. And the person who let it slip? Bree. No hesitation, no second thoughts, just a full-on unintentional confession that shattered the carefully constructed image Gypsy was trying to maintain. And this wasn't some vague hint or speculation. This was Bree straight up confirming it. There was a real, hidden baby photo. A legitimate one, and suddenly, Gypsy's entire strategy was crumbling. Up until that moment, she had an out. She could have played dumb. She could have brushed off the Google baby post as a joke, a mistake, maybe even bait for the media. But now her own friend had pulled the curtain back.
Now, if you see in the picture above me on your left-hand side, there is a picture of another baby with the face scratched out. I got the screenshot from Sir Morbid's live panel he did. Apparently, he was sent this photo from somebody that is in Miss Rose's circle, and the photo was leaked. Now, I believe that Miss Rose did, in fact, like I said, like I showed you, posted the baby on the right to get us confused.
So let's talk about this leaked baby photo. The baby's face won't be shown, but here's what we can say. In the image, Ken, Gypsy's husband, is holding the baby. He looks comfortable, but there's something in his body language, a stiffness, like he knows this moment might become public scrutiny. And then there's Gypsy's hand, carefully positioned. It's just enough to make sure people see her presence, but not too much. Almost like she wants control over how the image is perceived. And that's the real story here. Not just a leaked photo, but Gypsy losing control. Because for the first time in a long time, she's not the one dictating the narrative. The illusion is slipping. And the truth, it's coming out, whether she's ready or not.
Please, you can't see that. Yeah, you can't see the baby at all.
Yeah, I have this photo here. I mean, so you see right here the hand. Let me get in a little bit closer. And this part, you can see a little bit clearer that that's Ken's face. And
Oh, yeah.
but I'm going to go in a little
Well,
bit
it's just
tighter.
confirmed by Bree, so
Exactly.
Thank you, says Bree, for confirming this is real. Because it does look like Gypsy's hand here. You can tell right off the bat.
touching it, yeah.
And again, you can't see the baby because I did this. All right, but you see the hair. That's just not Ken's hair. But you right here, you can see actually the right eye of Ken. If it didn't have the green border, because I have that, and I'm thinking about showing it. Because why should we redact Ken? What's the point? We know what Ken looks like. As long as we redact the baby's face, and that's pretty much what it is, I think we're good to go. So yeah, this is the photo that people are like, show it. Well, it's on the thumbnail, and so knock yourselves out there.
And if it hadn't been for Brie, nobody would have been any the wiser. They wouldn't have known either way. So we can thank Brie for that.
Yeah, I still wasn't for sure when I went live. I didn't know if it was really the baby.
Imagine announcing one of the biggest milestones of your life, only to pretend it never happened. Sounds bizarre, right? Well, that's exactly what's unfolding with Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Instead of sharing the real deal, she, or should we say Dipsy, allegedly used a random Google baby to mislead the internet. And for what? To control the narrative? To buy herself time? To see how much she could get away with? Whatever her plan was, it backfired spectacularly. Because here's the thing about Gypsy. She thrives on secrecy. One minute, she's giving interviews about being a changed woman. The next, she's leaving just enough breadcrumbs to send the internet into a frenzy. She doesn't lie outright. Not always. She plays the long game, weaving a story where only she knows the ending. And now, the internet is catching up. People are dissecting every contradiction, analyzing every calculated move, and realizing that when it comes to Gypsy, the truth is rarely what it seems. With Gypsy, the truth isn't just stranger than fiction. It's whatever she wants it to be.
I'm going to say this one more time for the people in the back, because it seems like people are lacking comprehension skills. And you could easily look this up. Like I said before, you cannot attach someone else's link to your lemonade. It makes you log into your TikTok in order to link it. And it tells you that right here. So anyone trying to defend this is a Gypsy stan that is trying to act like she did nothing wrong. And she did. It's simple. It's right here.
Gypsy has become an expert in deception, but this time, it's not just about survival. It's about control. She's not just lying, she's keeping us all hooked, making sure her name stays on everyone's lips. So, was this latest lie a careless mistake or another calculated move in her ongoing game? Let's break it down. First, let's talk about the baby lie. Gypsy claims she's expecting, and naturally, social media goes wild. The world is consumed by the idea that she's starting a new chapter in her life. But before you can even blink, the truth hits. There's no baby. Not only did Gypsy lie, but she didn't even bother with a believable excuse. She leaves people hanging, confused, and scrambling to piece together what just happened. But here's the kicker. This isn't her first time pulling something like this. In fact, it's far from it. Gypsy has a long history of stretching the truth, from small fabrications to full-blown lies that didn't even need to be told. She's always been skilled at convincing people of things that just weren't true. And that skill didn't come from nowhere. It was honed in a world where survival depended on it. For years, deception was the only way to stay afloat in a chaotic and dangerous environment.
To be honest with you, maybe it's a fake, like people are saying in the chat. They don't even believe it. How could this be Gypsy's baby? When I looked at this photograph, I saw Ryan Anderson's face.
Right.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Well, but
that
Ryan
again.
looks like Dee Dee, so maybe it's because Ryan and Dee Dee look similar, so maybe it's Dee Dee showing up. I don't know.
I heard Dee Dee look like this. I don't know for a fact. I can't speak on that, to be honest with you. And I can't speak for Starlight's reaction to, because she's another person that was sent this. A lot of creators were sent this, actually.
But here's where it gets chilling. Deception is no longer about survival. It's about power. Gypsy isn't lying out of desperation. She's doing it strategically to control her image. Everything she says, posts, or leaves unsaid is a move designed to keep people guessing. She crafts a story, leaves just enough truth to make it believable, and lets the world run wild with speculation. It's a game of manipulation. And as long as we're talking about her, she's winning. Now, let's talk about why the baby lie matters. It's more than just another stunt. It's a test. Gypsy is pushing the boundaries, seeing how far she can go before people stop believing her. It's a calculated move to see if she can keep her grip on the narrative just a little longer. And with every lie exposed, the cracks in her story grow wider. But the real question is she starting to lose control? Or is this just another carefully crafted distraction? Public opinion is starting to shift. People are waking up to the games she's playing, and now, more than ever, they're questioning every word that comes out of her mouth. They're revisiting her past with a new lens, re-examining every lie and manipulation, And with every new inconsistency, it's becoming harder to ignore the bigger picture. This isn't just about one lie, it's about a lifetime of them. So, why does Gypsy keep lying? The answer might be simpler than we think. Because she always has. Deception isn't just a strategy for her, it's second nature. It's how she's navigated the world for years. And as long as people keep buying into her lies, she'll keep spinning them.
Hey everybody! So, my friends scored tickets to a private Post Malone concert at the Fillmore. So, we're about an hour away. Thank you so much. And we're gonna get a bite to eat. I ordered a fries and a Pepsi, and we'll be good to go for a really good night. Do you want to hold the phone while I show them my outfit? Alright, so this is my outfit. So I have, it's a little loose. I bought this when I was pregnant. So I've got burgundy skirt. I've got like heels. Everything was pre-approved by my sister because she has really great fashion. So she's been giving me tips. I'm so excited. I haven't been to a concert since Jazz Fest. You want to say hi? I'm live. Oh, you're always on. I'm on. The girl. I see you, Mom. Christy's babysitting for me tonight. So we're just having a girls' night.
Gypsy, normal people don't go on live during concerts. They take a couple snaps and pictures and videos, and they leave it at that. Gypsy, the Instagram's not gonna accept you for longs. Most parents don't go out like that, Gypsy. They really don't. I don't even go out like that. I would highly advise not leaving the baby home alone like you did, because Rod and Christy were out too. Rod and Christy went out to dinner. No baby. So where the hell was the baby? Who was babysitting, Gypsy? You lie. You always lie. Everybody's in on the lies, and I can't take it anymore. I don't know what's happening. I can't keep it straight, Gypsy. What are you going to do next? Do not sit here and tell me that Dee Dee was watching over her, Christy, because Dee Dee was with me. Life ain't a parties. You can't have a party all day, every day. You got a baby. Go to hell homes. Who the hell let you out of the house? Gypsy, those fans of yours that want to take a picture with you, they're not really fans. The pictures come out a day later, and they're trashing you. They're trashing you like your book.
So, what happens now? Well, people are waking up to the truth. Gypsy's lies are catching up with her, and there's no going back. But what's next for her? Is this just a careless mistake? Or is it part of a much bigger plan? Is Gypsy struggling to adjust to life outside of prison? Or is this all just another calculated move? We've seen her twist the truth before, and every time we think we've seen the full picture, another layer unravels. Let me know what you think. Was this just a careless mistake, or is this part of a bigger pattern? Is Gypsy still playing the game, or is she starting to lose control? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and as always, stay tuned, because this story is far from over. Something tells me we haven't seen the last twist. Drama, secrets, and jaw-dropping revelations, Ken's fiery appearance on Sir Morbid's Live was just the tip of the iceberg. The very next night, his mom, Arena, broke her silence, and let's just say she did not hold back. Not only did she clear up all the confusion about Gypsy Rose's induction date, but she also spilled a ton of tea. From Ken's big move to Gypsy's private confessions, a missing dog mystery, and even baby shower cookie drama, it's all here. Oh, and did we mention she called out John's dad live in the chat? Buckle up, because we're about to unpack all the twists and turns from this explosive live session. Raina couldn't hold back, dropping a bombshell that's got everyone talking. She revealed in a recent interview that despite her participation in a Lifetime special, she walked away with zero compensation. Yep, you heard that right. No paycheck, no offer, not even a hint of payment. But don't get it twisted. Raina wasn't complaining. She made it crystal clear she didn't ask for a dime, and frankly, didn't expect one. But still, the question remains. How often do people put in the work without wanting to see any rewards?
I know when the show comes out, if they see me on it, see, she got paid. She got paid. No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
But Gypsy got paid. The Blanchards got paid, and your son got paid.
That's all them. I can only speak for myself here.
Correct.
I don't know who.
We're just pointing out like some other facts.
Raina recently opened up about an intriguing encounter she's been hoping for, revealing she'd love the chance to chat with none other than Mr. Go-To himself, John, and Nick. But here's the twist. They don't even know who she is. It's a surprising admission that's sparking curiosity and raising eyebrows across the industry. Could this be the start of something big, or is it just another missed connection?
They know you now. They're here. They know you.
I cannot say anything other than how terrible this entire situation is. And if I had known these people 10 years ago, I don't know. I mean, maybe I could have talked them out of into
It's
whatever.
not your fault, though, Raina.
Oh,
I don't want you to.
I feel horrible.
You have no responsibility or accountability here.
I feel horrible for Nick.
In a shocking turn of events, Raina was hit with the same chilling question that left Ken speechless during his live appearance on Morbid's panel. Do you think Dee Dee deserved to be unalived? Do you think she deserved what happened to her? While Ken froze, refusing to answer, Raina didn't hesitate. She responded. What did she say? Listen up.
Absolutely not.
Okay, so
That's disgusting.
no, I mean,
Ken,
some people
yesterday,
believe
Ken
that.
wouldn't answer it. When we
No,
asked
he
him that
didn't
question, he would not answer it.
Right. Because he's not going to sit there and say that. That's horrible.
But he didn't
No.
even say no, she didn't. He wouldn't answer it.
Well, there are the other side that says, yeah, it's justified. Murder was justified in this case because there are certain cases in true crime that have self-defense, and this was almost like presented as that, like, oh, Munchausen by proxy, and this the abuse that happened here. Same with the Menendez brothers. There are people on that side that believe that it justifies the murder of even your parents. So that was just a question I was asking to you to see where you were at with that. And
Look.
clearly you're not there. You believe Dee Dee didn't deserve that, or it wasn't out of self-defense or anything.
I am in no way God. I'm not going to. I can watch a movie and get pumped up like A Time to Kill when,
Great movie.
Samuel Jackson, killed the man who hurt his child, and you can get. But I am not God. I'm not going to say someone in real life and deserved.
Is that Ken texting? Who's texting you?
Is.
I hear it. Tell him to get.
Of course it is.
Is it really? Tell him I said hi.
He's like, get the fuck off of there.
Yes, he is.
What do lines on a baby's feet, early dilation, and a high-risk pregnancy have in common? For Gypsy, they were the unexpected twists leading up to her baby Aurora's dramatic arrival. As revealed by Raina, Gypsy's induction wasn't part of the plan but became a necessity when her body started preparing for labor earlier than expected. And in a fascinating turn, it was the lines on Aurora's tiny feet that led the doctor to estimate she was already 36 to 37 weeks along. An unusual method that has sparked plenty of intrigue and debate, but that's just the beginning. Raina explained that Gypsy's early induction wasn't solely about timing. The decision was made after doctors confirmed Aurora's lungs were fully developed, thanks to special shots Gypsy received late in her pregnancy. And with Gypsy considered high risk due to early dilation, the medical team acted quickly to ensure both mom and baby were safe. The stakes were high, and every decision carried emotional weight as Gypsy's journey to motherhood took an unexpected turn. Of course, this revelation has set off a wave of speculation and chatter. Was the induction premature, or was it a necessary call to protect Gypsy and Aurora? Social media has been buzzing with opinions, with some questioning the unusual reliance on footlines for gestational age, while others empathize with the challenges of high-risk pregnancies.
I was awoken at like 5 a.m.
And you were in Texas?
I was in Texas, yeah. Because I had set to come, on the 16th, but then when I got the text.
The 16th of January, right?
Correct.
Okay.
But I did kind of know because the doctors were saying we're going to try to get you there. But she was dilating. She was already dilating. And that's why the doctors had said if we can just get you to the 16th. we'll go on and let that go. But she didn't make it. Aurora came early.
Raina couldn't hold back any longer. With a sharp glance, she threw it out there. I know you guys hate us. The tension was thick, but the room went silent when Morbid, his voice calm but firm, quickly shot back, "No, we don't." But Raina wasn't backing down. She made it clear she was ready to clear the air once and for all. No lies, just the truth. You could feel the weight of her words as she set the record straight, leaving everyone wondering just what had been simmering beneath the surface.
Cleared the air on everybody saying, you know, I'm a mom and nobody induces early and that's insane. And I'm a nurse and that doesn't happen. And guess what? Yes, sometimes it does.
No,
If there
I
are
think you cleared
factors.
that up pretty well.
Ken, knock it off. Seriously, bro. Stop texting your mom.
Screaming at him how he thought he had a woman's part. I'm not going to repeat that. And, you know, everybody's telling him to calm down. And it's like, come on, guys, let's reach a level of let's plateau here. Let's respect one another. Y'all ask, you want people to come up and explain their story, but then or their side of things or how they may think of things.
It got
And
a
then
little wild, a little
Yeah, we
crazy
had
there for a little
10
bit.
people up here when Ken was up.
Just when we thought things couldn't get messier, Ken's recent live appearance alongside Sir Morbid took a sharp turn into chaos. The topic? Gypsy's early induction, a bombshell that turned into a heated debate. When the panel pressed Ken for answers on why doctors would induce labor before Gypsy's due date, his response, or lack of it, lit up the internet. At one point, Ken even admitted, "I don't understand the question," leaving fans and critics alike buzzing with frustration and speculation. But just when the controversy seemed to hit a boiling point, the very next night brought an unexpected twist. Ken's mom entered the chat, ready to spill the tea and set the record straight.
My son doesn't know about how all that works. I think she was like 35 weeks. Gypsy was like 35 weeks. She goes to the doctor and she was like dilated 1.5 centimeters. Maybe she was 34 weeks at that time, but she went back a week later and she was at like 2.5. And that's when the doctors pretty much said, well, we're going to try to get you're dilating, you know, like 1 centimeter in a week's time.
Yeah.
We're going to try to get you to at least 39 weeks in a day. That way it'll be in your, you know, in the 40-week moment, but we'll see. And they started giving Gypsy shots to develop Aurora's lungs just in case.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
And Aurora came like 6 days later.
In the heated exchange during the live stream, Raina quickly fired back, "Yeah, but he doesn't make fun of you guys on video every single day." Not missing a beat, Hello Starlight retorted, "Yeah, but Gypsy's a public figure and she's also a blank. She's bound to get talked about." But Raina wasn't backing down, switching gears with a bold comparison. It's like the Shawshank Redemption, you know? Gypsy's basically Morgan Freeman in this situation. The response? A sharp rebuttal from Hello Starlight? That's a bad one. You really need a better comparison.
I mean, that was the metaphor that I was.
Oh, that's a bad one. We got to think of a better one.
So Ken is Tim Robbins.
Wait, hold on. You guys said murderer. In the movie,
I did.
He was a murderer. You know,
Yes.
and he learned his lesson by the end of time. And that is my hope for Gypsy.
What's got everyone talking is when Raina dropped a cheeky little gem when she called her baby Aurora Aurorable instead of adorable. Apparently, it's her personal nickname for the little one, and the viewers were loving the cuteness overload. But things took a surprising turn when the panel probed Raina about something unexpected, Gypsy's book. When asked if she'd read it, Raina didn't hold back, answering with a blunt, "No, I haven't. It's just not something that interests me." Naturally, the panel couldn't help but press her further, asking, "Why doesn't it interest you?" And just like that, the intrigue deepened.
Because I try to focus on my family and just being positive. I've heard the story. I don't need to hear
shit.
I'm an old lady.
Sexual stuff. You don't need to hear all that sexual stuff she adds in there.
Well, that and I just I'm not.
What have you heard about the book?
You know, I've heard positive and negative reviews. but
You're
I'm
not.
not.
Are you? You're
But
just not even curious about it. You're just kind of like,
No.
hey, I don't want to.
The panel couldn't help but press Raina on one burning question. Does Gypsy seem heartbroken that her mom is missing out on the joy of meeting her first grandchild?
But yes, it does not miss her. She doesn't know how to articulate it.
Oh,
But
Her
she brought
vernac-
it up to you.
yes,
Oh, okay.
her vernacular isn't strong enough to really articulate how she feels. What I
I
surmised
think she's
was
pretty good.
Yeah, I think she's pretty capable of expressing her
I
emotions,
think she
especially
has
after reading
lots.
that book.
She's got a long way to come.
Raina couldn't hold back her frustration, blasting the constant media frenzy around Gypsy Rose.
She should have been asked right then. Remember that little episode where Gypsy says, I miss my mom sometimes, and then her and Ken both laugh? Should have put her on the spot right there.
This happened over a decade ago, she said, clearly exasperated. Why are we still beating a dead horse? Her comments hit hard as she pointed out the hypocrisy. I don't even hear Chris Watts being talked about as much as people talk about Gypsy Rose. The comparison struck a nerve as Raina questions why one case continues to dominate headlines while others seem to fade into the background.
And so we are beating a dead horse by just bringing it up, something that happened almost 10 years ago, bringing it. We cannot.
But it's because Raina, like, I understand that you can't do anything and Ken can't do anything, but again, people's issue is with the lies.
yes, and the behavior.
And
they
justice.
Yes.
Because justice failed in this situation.
We can't do anything about the justice.
Unfortunately, there are
You-
lots
But our
of
words
cases
are
out there that
powerful.
people will go live
Ooh,
about
woman,
for
woman,
like
woman.
years. Okay.
Yes.
It just happens, and
I
it's
don't
going to
hear
be
about
part of the
Chris
territory.
Watts as much as I do about Gypsy Rose.
What?
I didn't hear that either. But this is reason why we don't quit what we're doing. This right here is the fucking reason we get up every day and do what we do. Because people like you want to defend Gypsy Rose, don't want to do your homework, and listen to the bullshit that comes out of her fucking mouth. Ken's mom should be ashamed of herself out here, taking Gypsy's side, and her saying she don't know nothing about that book. Yes, she does. But she don't even want to admit that she knows the truth. And that her son is about to marry a murderer, a mom murderer. And this lady right here should be ashamed of herself. I do not care if she's old or not. For her to sit there and take Gypsy's side and you don't even want to read the story? Bullshit. For that lady to have lost her life, she had no fucking, there's no reason. There's no rhyme nor reason to protect something like that. God don't like ugly, and Gypsy's ugly as they come. And if that lady goes to church, she should have known right then what to say. Y'all should have stopped her with that. Sir Norman should have put up that little episode where the two of them were fucking laughing when Gypsy goes, I miss my mom. Should have said, here, it's not what your son thinks. And just put her on blast right then.
Chris Watts, who
Yes, that's
annihilated
another one.
entire
People still talk about that case to this day.
What about
But
Chris Watts, Raina?
not as much as they do.
It don't matter. Gypsy, a young lady, unalived her fucking mother. Her fucking mother. The whole purpose that she's on this earth, she took out. The person that gave her fucking life decided to take hers. She is not God, and she did not get to play God that day. And I cannot wait for Nick to come out and just tell the fucking truth. And Ryan, after this shit right here, when we found out that she not only filed a restraining order against your fucking ass, but then didn't even put you in the discrepancy of the fucking divorce about the baby, and you still want to protect something like Gypsy. Be motherfucking for real. And anybody that gets on his lives and promotes him and hands him money, you're just as fucking diabolical as both of them.
About this girl.
No, that's
Yes,
not
they
true.
did. When Watts happened, that
I do not hear his name as much as I
Oh,
do.
I do.
I can send you links
that
right now.
It does not matter. We are not talking about Chris Watts. We're talking about Gypsy fucking Rose. And yes, ma'am, his name is Zawowski. He has been nonstop since the day that shit happened. He airs it every day on his channel. Every fucking day. And the Watts Obsession, they do the same thing too. That case has never died down until Nicole gets the justice she deserves, and that's to be behind bars, just like Chris. And that's the same thing that we fight for every day about Gypsy fucking Rose. So for you to sit on this fucking panel and play stupid and compare somebody else to somebody else, you got nerve. You got fucking nerve. Now I see why your son sought out a murderer. Y'all's little fucking, your minds ain't set right. Your son deliberately sought out a murderer. And time again, he got a little bit smart and kept backing out. But then he seen money signs. Same thing Ryan saw, dollar signs. They didn't give a fuck what she did. They seen that money. Ken didn't want nothing to do with her. He kept leaving her time and time again. Every time that money sign would come back around, he's like, oh yeah, maybe I can tolerate it. He's slowing back. To me, he's slowly backing down now. I mean, and for those that say that Gypsy Rose pregnant again is a bad thing, no ma'am, that is karma. It's karma hitting you fucking hard because she thought she didn't get no fucking privacy and she didn't get to go do what she wanted to with baby Aurora. Now she'll never do anything. She will be stuck with 2 babies all the fucking time. To me, that's called karma. That's called D working overtime. Make sure that Gypsy does not get an ounce of goddamn sleep.
because
I
he's
mean,
put
yeah, but I
away.
don't hear about it
The
as
only
much.
thing for them to talk about is like conspiracy theories at
Yeah,
this
he didn't
point.
have a plea deal.
So,
He's going to be in prison
he
for the rest of
admitted
his life.
what he did.
won't hear from y'all is she murdered her mother. She did this. She manipulated an autistic man.
Yep.
She was never this was
Wait a minute. I thought she didn't read the book. So how you know so much? So you are aware that your son and the case, and you still promote it, and you still stand behind it. Shame the fuck on you, young lady. Shame on you. You should have raised your son just a little bit fucking better. You're gonna make me mad.
10 years ago, and there is nothing I can
To
say
some
about
people, it's not 10 years ago.
And let me tell you something, young lady. Justice does not have a time limit. The fucking what am I trying to say? I can't. I'm trying to say it, but I'm trying to think of it the right way. Damn, whatever. For her to say that shit, like, just because it's 10 years, oh, we're supposed to just stop fucking caring. No, ma'am. A lady lost her life. There's no fucking time limit on that shit. Justice has no time limit to be sought after. I mean, be fucking for real. Be fucking for real. And the shit that's coming out of her mouth right now, oh my god. Oh yeah. Yeah. You raising your son right there, it makes it all self-explanatory. Because apparently he learned the same fucking ethics and morals from you. You are sick and you are twisted. You could try to compare cases. That right there, you don't want to. She don't want Gypsy to take any accountability. She stands behind her fucking 100% because of the shit that she's coming out right now. She's trying to defend it and justify what the fuck Gypsy done. Fuck that. Fuck that.
For some people, they're just now learning about this.
there is nothing that can be done to make this right. Okay.
You're right,
But
because there was a
brilliant.
lot.
Fuck you. Yeah, there is. We spread this shit every day, and we will till we die, because there is no time limit on justice, and Dee deserves the justice that Gypsy so selfishly took from her. Gypsy took a life for her own selfish fucking needs, and then took another man's life by manipulating him into doing her dirty work. Perhaps you should go watch some of the fucking content that we be spreading, and maybe you'd be aware of how sick your fucking son is.
Life that was
Beating the
lost.
dead
Nothing
horse
can
is
bring
not
back Dee
bringing
Dee.
it
You're
back.
right, Raina.
All we
I
can do
agree.
is learn.
Oh my God,
Uh,
I'm
Ken,
gonna
I'm gonna,
tear her apart,
dude, just
man.
come up here, bro.
all we can do is learn. All we can do is move forward. We can apologize. We can. I don't have any reason to apologize. I didn't do
No,
that.
you don't. No, we're not holding you responsible.
But
You're
you're
just
bringing it
Nah,
up
we're
to
just
me.
having a conversation here,
because
Raina.
you're the closest thing we can get to maybe figuring some things out.
But
That's
there's
all.
nothing to figure out. Y'all have already figured it out. You figured out she wasn't abused. Her mother didn't have Munchausen's. Dee Dee was a wonderful
Munchausen.
person. She was
I don't think. Look, whether she was abused
all
or
we
not,
have to figure it
nobody
out.
knows
But
but
there
Gypsy.
is nothing we can do forward other than okay, it is what it is. Let's move forward.
Hello, Starlight added in saying that the mystery surrounding Gypsy's
Mm.
case continues to captivate the public, with new developments keeping the story alive in the headlines. As fresh evidence emerges, the intrigue only deepens, leaving fans and true crime enthusiasts on the edge of their seats.
Now we know where she got that bullshit move it forward from. She learned it from her fucking mother-in-law.
The latest updates have sparked even more questions, and it seems that this case is far from being solved.
But
Whether
what I
whether
can say
Gypsy
is
was abused or not, that's really insignificant to
no, it's significant.
premeditating first-degree murder at
No
the
one
highest level.
I don't know one person that has said she was justified in what she did. You guys say there was no abuse.
No,
think-
I'm not
I
saying that. I don't know anybody on this panel.
No.
I
I
am.
don't
I
know.
am.
heard you say last night you
Thank you,
shaved your kid's
Starlight.
head. Okay, maybe once for lice. You had boys so
You
morbid.
know what's crazy though is that I've never heard Gypsy complain about having her head shaved. I'm just
Raina, I
saying.
don't dispute about. Look, I am not trying to argue with you about the abuse. Okay, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt that
And I don't even know why that's being said, because I know good and well that I read that her mom didn't make her shave it. Gypsy, but yeah, her mom shaved her head to match Gypsy's because Gypsy's was falling out. I've never read that her mom made her shave that head. No, I read that Dee shaved her head to match Gypsy's because Gypsy's was falling out. That does not sound like Gypsy was being made to shave it. And I think it was the opposite fucking way around. Dee had cancer. And I could see Gypsy shaving her head, you know, doing it for her mom, if that makes sense. Vice versa.
Gypsy was abused. However, that is not an excuse to commit first-degree murder, a planned, premeditated murder.
You know, Gypsy has told me she knows she was wrong.
Well,
she knows she was wrong.
Raina has officially confirmed that she stayed with Gypsy and Ken during the first week after Gypsy gave birth, lending a helping hand as they adjusted to life with their newborn. Reflecting on the experience, Raina shared how grateful she felt to be part of such a special moment, adding that little Aurora is her 12th grandchild, a blessing she cherishes deeply.
I really didn't have to do a lot with the baby. Gypsy was very attentive, and she was very upset when the milk didn't let in, and she thought.
First of all, we don't give a fuck. Second of all, how in the fuck could she have done that when she was out partying all the time? This lady is not, yeah, this lady's gotten me mad.
She was a bad mom, and I had to explain to her what a bad mom was, and that would be a mom that didn't feed her baby. And
Yeah.
because she very much wanted to breastfeed, but her milk didn't come in. I was there. I mean, I saw her pumping. It just didn't come in. And I tried to tell Gypsy, go to bed. I'm up. I'll take care of her. And she couldn't go to bed. She was up right there with her. Is she okay? Is she okay? Let me have her. Let me get her. When I was offering,
Very protective, you would say.
she was very protective.
Like her mama.
Yes,
Kind of
she
like
was.
her
Wow.
mom was. Like,
Wow, that
like
sounds
Thank you,
very
Starlight.
familiar.
Very concerned.
Ken's hairline was also a hot topic in the live stream, and it looks like the drama's only heating up. During the conversation, Ken's mom couldn't help but laugh off the ongoing speculation, admitting, "I don't know where that receding hairline comes from." But Morbid, ever the truth seeker, wasted no time adding his 2 cents. Probably all the stress he's been under these past few years. Ouch! The conversation took an even juicier turn when someone asked Raina, "Does Ken have mental breakdowns?" Without missing a beat, she confidently responded, "He's strong with me." Then, when Ken joined Morbid's panel for a live chat, things got even more heated. He kicked off the conversation with a bold, "I hate you guys," and his mom, trying to diffuse the tension, called out the panel saying, "You guys were questioning him like you didn't understand." And just when we thought it couldn't get any more entertaining, Raina dropped this bombshell. "You even call his girlfriend a possum." It's clear the drama's not going anywhere soon, and fans are eating it up.
I know, but I think that was more of like
I know
a,
you
we
were
want to
making
hear
funny.
from you why, like we wanted to hear. That's why I
No, I
asked
don't
it.
think that happened. I don't think the hate thing. I mean,
It did.
he hates a couple people, and those people hate. The
I
hate
think
goes
it
right back,
relates
So that makes
to
sense. Like, okay,
why.
he hates Nina. Clearly, I mean, he's very invested
And
in
it's
Nina.
human nature to dislike people who constantly make fun of you.
The feeling's mutual, though. I bet.
Raina couldn't help but gush over the baby's alertness, noting how those bright eyes locked right onto her. But it didn't stop there. She was absolutely amazed by the little one's strength, pointing out how the baby managed to hold her neck up for a solid second or two. It's safe to say this tiny...
Sounds like she's trying to cover for Gypsy having that baby having micro delusion. She's trying to stand up for it, if you ask me. Why would you point out something? Why would you point out something so irrelevant when the baby's only a week old? Because she's trying to cover that baby's probably got micro delusion, and she's trying to throw everybody off.
bundle of joy is already impressing everyone with her developing muscles and keen awareness.
I mean, she wasn't completely floppy like she was like the first day or two, but by day 3 or 4, she was really trying to like figure out what's going on in this room. It was really adorable.
In a surprising new twist, Gypsy just sent shockwaves through Instagram, posting something in the...
Could you imagine reincarnation? I'm just gonna leave it at that. That would that would be some hell of karma, wouldn't it?
past 24 hours that has everyone talking. Fans are speculating that she may have been spotted at none other than Ken's brand new house. But the drama doesn't stop there. In an unexpected turn of events, Raina has stepped up and taken full responsibility for the mysterious disappearance of Ken's beloved dog, Parker. According to Raina, it all went down on the day of the baby shower when she arrived with her son. Initially, Ken had pointed the finger at the landscapers, blaming them for failing to secure the gate properly. But now, Raina's owning up to the truth, admitting that she and her son were the ones who didn't double-check the gate when they entered the property, leading to Parker's vanishing act.
We discussed briefly, she's expressed remorse, but I'm not going to just...
Is she sorry she did it, or is she sorry that she got caught?
She's
Like,
sorry
did she hate her mother?
There was parts of her that hated her, and there was parts of her that loved her very much.
Yeah, because he didn't let her do whatever she wanted to.
No, she didn't have to.
Well, I think
Thrill the girl.
Is your son like a very sexual kind of guy?
Nope,
he's not.
Not really, no.
When it comes to expressing emotions, Gypsy's ability to open up has been a major topic of discussion. Both Morbid and Hello Starlight have praised Gypsy for her remarkable skill in articulating her feelings. She's no stranger to the spotlight, having appeared on numerous podcasts and morning shows, where fans and critics alike have noted her impressive communication style. But the conversation quickly shifts when Dee Dee is mentioned. Raina, speaking with an air of urgency, begins with a message she hopes will resonate deeply. I really hope the Petrie family is listening when I say this, she starts, her voice charged with emotion. And from the panel, a supportive chorus chimes in, yes, they can hear you, they're listening.
But I do think that Dee Dee loved Gypsy the way she knew how and did the best she could for Gypsy. And I described it to Gypsy like the 2-year-old holding the kitten. The 2-year-old loves the kitten, and she holds it, and she holds it very tight, and she squeezes it. And you have to take that, the kitten from a 2-year-old. The 2-year-old doesn't know any better that they're hurting the kitten. And I think that's,
Be
kind
goddamn
of
for
the
real.
what befell with Dee Dee is that she loved Gypsy with all her heart. She probably went into a dangerous line of her only identity was being a mother, and that can be dangerous as a woman.
Yes.
It can be. And especially Gypsy was her only child.
And she
And
wanted
so
to
she
protect
loved
her
it.
also.
So right.
But again, that's just speculation.
Y'all
This is
should have
And
hit her with
opinion
wild.
based
What about the
on the
wheelchair?
And
time.
Raina, Gypsy was a sick child, and
Yes,
Dee Dee took care of her, was her care,
I agree.
she loved her to death, so to speak.
Right. And so the idea of there was no abuse, there was horrid abuse. I think the truth lies somewhere in the middle.
What?
I don't think the abuse was intentional. If it was abuse, I think it
But
was
see, Raina, there was no medical abuse going
right,
on,
right.
and I don't truly believe that Dee Dee was physical because Gypsy has spoken several times about how she pulled a BB gun on her mom, and in the book even goes to say she pulled a dagger on her. And in Gypsy's own words, she said that day when she did that to Dee Dee, she scared the shit out of her, and Dee Dee was scared
Right.
and she also said that her mom said, "If I die, Gypsy, it's gonna be because of you." So I think Dee Dee knew that Gypsy was dangerous.
When Morbid asked a question that seemed to linger in the air, have you ever felt the need to dive deeper into Gypsy's story? As a concerned parent,
Nope.
Morbid admitted he would absolutely dig into the details if it were his child involved. Then, with a slight pause, he probed further, asking, or are you just the type to forgive and move on, letting bygones be bygones?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. But I was given 2 ears and 1 mouth, so I'm listening. I'm trying to listen to you guys. But yeah,
Does
my
Ken ever talk to you about that stuff? Does that ever come up between you and Ken? Like, hey, this is what do you know about Gypsy, and what do you know about the story? And
we've known Gypsy for years now. He's known her a lot closer than I have, but we've known her for years, and we have our take on it, and maybe he is less, I don't know. I'm much more understanding to the opposition because my mother, Kenan knows this, was not a Gypsy supporter. That picture you guys were showing when Kenan still had his hair and of the little old lady
Oh, okay.
that was his mom.
that was his
Okay.
grandma.
And
That
he
was
was
your
like
mom.
he was like 18 years old then. Yes, and
That
Oh,
was your mom.
really? That
yeah.
explains why he has so much hair.
When Ken took the spotlight during a live panel, things got unexpectedly awkward. The big question on everyone's mind, how much did the baby weigh at birth? But Ken dodged it, leaving fans curious and the panel hanging. Luckily, Ken's mom swooped in to save the moment, or at least try. While she couldn't recall the exact weight, her estimate gave just enough for fans to piece together the mystery. Now the big question remains. Why was Ken so reluctant to share such a simple detail? Is it a private family moment he'd rather keep under wraps? Or is there something else he's holding on to?
She's tiny. She was born so tiny.
Oh, was she?
Yes, she was little.
Oh. How much does she weigh? Do you know?
Like 5 pounds something. She was like
Wow,
little.
she was very small.
Yeah, she was.
Oh, and when asked if her baby had been tested for microdeletion, Raina's response was equally surprising. No, she's too young to undergo testing. So, what do you think about everything Raina revealed? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We're dying to know what you think about all these twists.
Wait a minute. I thought Gypsy had tests. Didn't she say she had tested done to prove that baby didn't have microdelusion before she gave birth? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you. Wally Plays, I borrow your video.